Right everybody, how is it going? So here I've got a Morcambe City FC challenge for all you guys who play FIFA. It's career mode and it's manager only. What I'll do is I'll run through the rules. So you've got to select Morecambe City. They're in League 2, they're the worst team in the league. All games must be simmed and you can only play the 2 transfer windows in that season. Stick on legendary difficulty. You're not allowed to train any of your squad players and you're not allowed any boosts at the start of the season before you actually start the game. I'll explain them rules as I go along, but this is me going into my career mode. As you see, I'm not selecting any M boosts, I'm just diving right in, trying to find League 2, Morecambe City. I think they're 1 star, the only 1 star team in England I'm sure, so they're pretty much dog shit. And you can look at their board expectations. I think the only one that's high is financial, but I ain't going to deal with that. All my focus is to try and get as high up the league table as possible. So that's me, Mr SRO. I hail from Scotland. Also go with a suit, shirt and tie. Chinaman, obviously. As I said, keep your match difficulty at legendary. Just keep it all nice and standard fight. Oh yeah, it doesn't matter anyway because we're going to be simming all the games. So just let me blast past this loading screen. But aye, every game must be simmed. You're not allowed to play a single match. You can go through the whole season and watch the simulations if you want, but I just decided to like set my team up, go onto the calendar and then sim half the season to January, which you'll see later on in the video. This is me just creating my save. I'm going to join these tournaments to try and boost my transfer budget up, because you basically get peanuts at the start of this. So as you can see, I'm looking at my team and it's such a weak team. I think the highest rated guy is probably like a 63 or a 64. I've went for a sort of defensive type formation. There's a guy here who I've seen, I think it's a guy called Dunn. I look at that Rose, look at his traits. He's got like 5 traits. The next Messi, some would say. But there you go, man. I'm playing a pretty defensive formation here, a 5-4-1, and that's where I hold in midfielder. Just trying to select the strongest team that I've got without selling anyone, because I realise that if players get injured, then my assistant manager's going to automatically be substituting players in. And these guys, you can't even sell these guys for like decent value. They're all valued at like £10,000 and stuff. It is literally a waste of time going onto the transfer market and trying to sell players. So this is me just looking at my emails. I'm not going to take much notice of them. What I'm going to do is just try and sign some players, build a semi-decent team for League 2, sim all the matches, and just hope that the signings that I've made in the formation that I've chosen has worked. But as you can see, this is me just changing the transfer budget slider. I need as much wages as I can because my plan is to either loan players or to sign guys on a free agent. So as you can see here, I'm just going through the free agents looking to see who looks good. I mean, this guy wants 10 grand and I'm like, 10 grand for League 2, it's a bit much. But I check this guy out and he wants like 4,700, so I'm like, you know what, a centre attacking mid, 25 years old, I'll throw that bid in. You've got another couple of guys that I see who I like the look of. So any guys with like their faces in a game, I'm thinking they might be decent. But some of the guys that ask for like anything over £8,000 wages, I'm just like, no way, man, I cannot afford that. Not for Morecambe City anyway. I seen this guy and I was like, he's 5'11", guy from China, looks quick. 29 years old, I'm sure he was. Could be an established player already, so I eventually picked him up. I think his name's Niang. I seen this guy, and I don't know, just his name put us off. I don't know, I just didn't like the look of his name. I like the look at this guy's name though, Rodrigo Vargas. He just sounds good. I think I throw a bid in. Now I don't know if I get him or not. I don't think I do. This is all retrospective commentary I'm doing. I filmed this, I recorded this. A nice 2-0 win there. I recorded this, I think it was on the 4th of November, and I'm putting it out on the 6th of November. So it only takes about half an hour to actually do all this. I'm just speeding all this up on an editing software. But this is me just going through that initial tournament, simming all the games, trying to build a squad. As you can see, I signed a guy called Bogner. Can't remember what position he was, right mid or something like that. A centre attacking mid, I've got him, so decent man. And the guy done picks up an injury, I think it was for like 6 months. Devastating. But like I said, you can only play the 2 transfer window periods, so that would be like July and August, and then January. That's the only times that you can actually cycle through your matches. The other big periods, you've just got to simulate them on the calendar. So as you can see, just more emails, boring jargon. I'm not even going to read these, man, just blast through them. All I want to do is just sign these players, get a stable team. I'll always try and target, make sure the whole team's roughly like between 62 rated and 66 rated, if it's like League 2. This is the guy I was talking about, Niang. He wants like £10,000. I'm like, Jesus man. But I'm like, let's be honest, I only want to play one up front, so I need a good striker. And I thought, I just had an inkling that this man could be the guy who goes on to work wonders for Morcambe FC. So Nang's accepted. Chief execs, don't know what he's saying, I'm not interested. It's just about me and the players in the league table. Now I must say that the bold expectation is to like finish, I'm pretty sure it was less than mid-table, so I mean it's just not to finish bottom basically. You're the worst ranked team in League 2, so I mean if you can get in the upper half of the table, then I'll see that as a success. But my goal was to get automatic promotion. So let's see how I do here. Melian, saying this guy, he's actually proved to be a good player. As you can see, 10 grand. I thought to myself, well, the spine of the team needed improved. Let's get a centre half, let's get a striker, a centre attacking mid, and maybe improve one of the flanks. So we'll find out if it's worked or not. But that was just my incline. Now I signed this guy left mid. I'm going to call him Krinik. Don't know how to pronounce that name. I think it's for Slovakia or Slovenia. He just looked like, I was in my mind, he was just a wee playmaker type, so I was like, get him in the squad. As you say, the bold expectation at the start of the season was just to have low expectations on every single objective apart from financial. Financial, they wanted a profit. I wasn't really caring about that. I seen I had a healthy profit at the start there, so I was wondering like, well, maybe that's fine. I'll just persist and march on till January and see how it looks. And you'll find out later on in the video what actually happened, because I got to January and I was like, shit, this is not good. You'll notice my manager rating was at 79, and this is before our ball's even kicked in the league. I'm 78 now. Like I say, this is me still. So Krinik he is now agreed. I don't know if he's agreed. No, I'm just giving him some more money because I do think he could be a good player. So I'm just trying to get him in. That's him signed. And I just do a wee bit of man management here. I think I put him left mid. Just checking his stats. So as you can see, most players are above 60. In fact, all but one. Which is good, you know what I mean. I think for that league it is a pretty strong team. This is me, I'm simming through just to see if I get any bids for the players that I already have, because I've been looking to offload some players. As you can see, I ain't getting nothing. And my profit, I think, went down. So, I mean, the players' wages is obviously eating into the club finances. Chairman's not going to like it, but see, to be honest, the league table is more important. I'm willing to put us in debt in order to get promoted. So that's my views and my opinion. Let's bash this calendar. So we've got a cup game. I've got a few cup games actually. There's one there against Grimsby. I think Portsmouth was the other one. Hartlepool, I think that is. It's Hartlepool. Yeah, I'm sure we win that match, and then the next match here is another game. Ipswich, I'm not sure if we win that game. I'll go back and check. But this is what I want you to do. Just when you get to your first league game of the season, go into the calendar and sim right up to like the 31st of December and get to January, and then we'll assess how good you're doing, how good your signings have been. Because like I say, this is probably the hardest career mode in terms of simulating a career mode you can do. So this is us. Let's see how we're getting on. We're sitting a healthy 2nd position with 50 points, 25 games played. Now I was quite surprised at this because I thought anything top half the table I would be happy with. As you see, my manager rating's down to 60, so I was like, what is going on here? Just going through my objectives to see what was going on. Obviously the money, the financial thing is making the board very upset. So I was just jumping into my sell players menu just to see who I can offload to try and recoup some money. And then I was thinking, you know what, nah, I'm just going to go for it, man. I'm just going to go for it. But basically this is the end of the video, so I'll upload part 2. Let me know how you get on, and best of luck. Right guys, as you just seen there, I quickly simmed a match against Crawley, which I drew 1 each. You're allowed to sim games like that when it's in January or July or August in the transfer windows. But cheers for watching the video. I mean, give us a bash. It should only take you 30 minutes to complete a full season. I'll be uploading the second part of the video where you can find out how I actually done at the end of the season, so keep a lookout for that video. Again, thanks for watching, and give it a go, man. Let me know how you go on. It's harder than it looks. See ya.